What is up, guys? It's the Tech Kid here, and today I've got another video with this Blackberry curve that did survive like 3 tests. So, no, 2 tests, the drop test and the extreme drop test. So now we're going to see how it survives in water. Is it waterproof or anything? So I'm going to put this in for half an hour and see how it does, unless it dies before. So I've got my iPhone stopwatch right there, the best phone in the world. So I'm going to put this in and try to time it just right. So it's a small container of water. Hopefully it will do the trick. So let's drop it in the water in 3, 2, 1. Okay. You can kind of use it in the water. As you can see, there's already a couple bubbles coming up. So I'm just going to leave it sit here for a while, and then I'll check it every once in a while to see how it does. So as soon as this thing starts to die, I will take it straight out and see if it still works. So let's just see what it does. Okay, so it's doing some weird thing with the screen. Let's just stop it a minute. Ooh, just died. Let's see if I... Okay, it's charging back up. Let's just leave it in there again. It's been 6 minutes and it's already dying. It's doing a lot worse than the iPhones, but let's leave it in there again. It'll reboot. Meanwhile, I'll go and get a towel so I can dry it out when it comes out. So let's just see how it does after 10 minutes. If it does do anything after 10 minutes, then we'll have to fix it or something. Wait. Oh, there's a lot of bubbles. The LCD, the screen does keep coming off, but it's not resetting. So let's just leave it in again for a couple minutes. Okay, so got a paper towel here. Dry it off. Okay. It still turns on. Maybe some water has... Yep, definitely. Some water has got into the back. Just be careful with the battery. Careful it doesn't explode or anything. But let's see if it... Hopefully it doesn't turn on. Ah, it turns on again! I do not know what this is doing. So let's put it back in the water. Okay, so No idea what this thing's doing. Let's just put it back in the water again. Because it is turning back on. I think maybe because I took out some of the water. Some water has actually got into the screen. Oh wow, there's a lot of water in there. Okay, let's just put it back in and leave it in there for a bit more. Okay. It will probably do that thing again, so we'll just ignore it. Let's just leave it in there to sit and see how it does. Okay, the screen just died again. Let's pause it a minute. Okay, this time I've got an actual towel. By the way, guys, I do not like Blackberry, so that's why I want it to die. Okay, no idea why it keeps resetting. I think it's like, goes like, there's danger, you're drowning or something. I don't know. But it is powering back on, so that might be good news for Blackberry fans, people who still have a Blackberry Curve. Which I have no idea who would have a Blackberry Curve, but anyway, let's move that thing a bit. Let me dry off my iPhone. Okay, so let's just wait for this thing to turn back on. Okay, it does not want to turn back on. The buttons still work, but the thing, I think, is done for. Let's just see how it does. Okay, this is so weird. I think this thing's gonna die. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna die, but it also looks like it's gonna live. So let me try and go and see if this thing will turn back on. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, it is still kind of working. The screen does come on and off because it is resetting, and I think the battery's wet or there's something preventing the battery to stay in, but don't know if it is the battery. Maybe it is. But inside it does look all intact. Don't know what's wrong with this thing. I did try for like a couple minutes to see if it does turn on. And if it does turn on, then congratulations, Blackberry. I think you made it before the iPhone. I think you've made a great improvement. But let's see if it does turn on. If it does, okay, we'll continue. Or if it doesn't turn on, because it is still turning on, so it is still working, but not really working. So I'm gonna go and try and just place it back in the water and see if it does die. So let's put it back in. Okay. Let's move the camera more in towards this thing and then see how it fares. So let's go ahead and leave it in there. And maybe put my iPhone on airplane mode just in case anything happens. So, well, okay. That was not good. Just banged the table. But there's a lot of bubbles when you press buttons. There's a ton of bubbles coming out. So let's just leave it in until it does not turn on anymore. So we're at 9 minutes right now. Let me try to focus. We're on 9 minutes, so let's just leave it in here until it gets to half an hour, and then we'll take it out. Okay, so it's been a little over 10 minutes. The red light does still turn on, so let's move the camera back here. This thing has been soaked. I think we might have killed it. Are you dead? Maybe water's gone into the battery, I don't know. Okay, so it seems like we've killed it, guys. I think we've succeeded. No, we didn't. Ugh! I hate it. So let's just put it back in again. Let's just finish this off. Let's finish what we started. For some reason, every time we put it in, it does do a red light, probably saying, you're underwater, or something like that. So let's just leave it in there. See, it's also turning on, back on again. So let's just leave it in there for the rest of the time and see if it still works again. If it still does all that, then that means it still survived, and it will have to go through another test to be completely destroyed. Yeah, so it keeps restarting. Let's just leave it in for at least 15 to 20 minutes and then see how it does after that. So let's just leave it do its thing. Okay, so it's just on this thing. The screen's completely white. This did happen before at the beginning of the test. Ooh, a lot of water getting in there. But you can see water has gotten into the display, even if you press on it. Okay, so if the screen's white, that means it's still alive. Let's proceed and continue to see. So let's put it back in. Okay, so we're approaching 15 minutes right now. Let's take it out again one more time. We want to keep this in the water until the screen dies. So, it's still alive. Let's put it back in for until we get to like maybe 20-25 minutes. So, okay, let's just leave it in there and see how it does after 20 minutes. Okay, so we're at 17 minutes and a lot of bubbles just came out of there. But let's just leave it in because the screen is still on. So let's just keep it in until the screen dies. Okay, so I think the display is dying. If you can see there. We're at 18 minutes and 20 seconds and already we're seeing signs of death. Ooh. Don't. Is it dead? I don't want to take out the battery because we don't want to risk it. But it seems like a lot of water got in there. Okay, finally it's dead. Or is it? Please be dead. Okay, it's still alive. It's still showing signs of life. We want to kill this thing until it doesn't have any life. So the screen might not be working, but the phone is still working. No idea how or why. But let's just put it in and put it out of its misery until that red light stops blinking. So let's just leave it in for another 5 minutes. 25 minutes will take it out. So, okay. Let's see how it does after it's been in there for 25 minutes. Okay guys, so we're at 19 minutes and a half. I think it's time to bring it out. I said I was going to leave it in 25 minutes, but 19 minutes and 30 seconds is pretty good. The light isn't coming back on again. I guess the phone is pretty much dead. No, it definitely won't turn on. And it's dead, guys. I think that's pretty much it for this video. 19 minutes and 39 seconds is how much we left it in. As you can see, so did do pretty well. Oh no, it's still alive! Okay, let's just finish this off again. Let's just continue. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's just leave it in there to die. Okay, so it's been in 20 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's take it out. See if it's completely dead. Let's just leave it in for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, guys, and see if it still works after it. And let's just put it back in. And let's see what happens after 30 minutes. "22 minutes and 20 seconds is how much we've left it in at the moment. and I think this phone's had enough. 20 minutes is pretty good. Did die at about 17 minutes, but the display completely died before that. But as you can see, no more Blackberry curve. Probably completely dead. I think this will have survived enough for another test, which doesn't really have to be working, is the bend test. So probably the next video I will do the bend test. But Blackberry, if it does come back to life, I will post something somewhere telling you guys that this thing is still working. But at the moment, no more red light, no more screen. The screen did die completely, and I think it did do pretty well. It could have done better, but that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, Blackberry curve, water test, dead after 22 minutes and 20 seconds and 28 milliseconds. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. Peace out.